Wolverine surely isn't the kind of guy to break a promise, but can the same be said about Hugh Jackman? The superhero movie renaissance has had a few absolutely perfect casting choices, and Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is one of them. He might be taller than his comic book counterpart, but Jackman's performance as the brawny, growly, metal-clawed mutant was crucial to the success of the original X-Men movie trilogy. It's no wonder that his version of Wolverine has had 3 solo spin-off movies, including the critically acclaimed final chapter, Logan, arguably one of the best superhero movies ever made.
I hear that a lot.
It's equally unsurprising that Jackman, despite saying farewell to the character, couldn't help but jump on board for the upcoming threequel, Deadpool and Wolverine. In an interview with Empire, he said, "For 5 years, I was really honest when I said, I'm never playing that part again, I promise you." In a new interview with the same magazine, Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige revealed that he once urged Jackman to stick to this conviction. He recounted his advice to the actor as such. "I said, let me give you a piece of advice, Hugh. Don't come back. You had the greatest ending in history with Logan. That's not something we should undo." It's somewhat ironic advice, given the source. Marvel made cinematic history with 2019's Avengers Endgame, an unprecedented movie event that was the climax of a decade of buildup across 21 previous movies.
Is that everyone? Like you wanted more?
It was a monster success, and it could even arguably be called the greatest ending in history, at least when it comes to superhero films. Since then, though, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has stumbled a bit with box office bombs like Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and The Marvels. Can Deadpool and Wolverine help get the MCU back on track, or will it be remembered as more of an epilogue? The jury is still out on that one. Regardless, the good news for Kevin Feige and other fans of Logan is that none of the events in Deadpool and Wolverine will impact director James Mangold's 2017 film, for the simple reason that the events in that film haven't taken place yet. Logan is something of an island in the turbulent seas of the X-Men movie timeline, since it's set far enough in the future to be more or less a standalone story. Now that 20th Century Fox's X-Men films have been absorbed into the MCU, Logan can easily be considered as simply one possible future in the vast Marvel multiverse. Admittedly, it no longer functions as Hugh Jackman's big final goodbye to the character, but ultimately Jackman was prepared to accept that.
Oh, I could probably think of a few reasons to stick around.
He explained to Empire that the decision was made over the course of a long drive, saying, "I was about an hour into the drive and that question came into my head. What do I want to do? And as soon as I asked the question, I wanted to do Deadpool and Wolverine. I just knew it. I drove for another hour, couldn't stop thinking about it. And I got out of the car, called Ryan Reynolds and said, 'Ryan, if you'll have me, I'm in.'" Jackman failed to specify whether or not these thoughts appeared inside yellow or white boxes, but we like to think that they did.